Merry Christmas, fuckheads. Melekaliki Maka is the thing to say. Yes. So, this is going to be the second one I'm doing in reference to my Patriot token and the goals I wish to endeavor upon with it. This one, I'm hoping somebody can help me get this one to Vivek Ramaswamy. Mr. Ramaswamy, Vivek, you are fucking an inspiration. I've never heard anybody speak such wonderful words to power, or into power maybe, depending on your perspective. I am very encouraged by what you have to say, but by the same token, I am... Token, get it? We're talking about Patriot token. Anyways, I am really enticed by your version and use of the word accountability repeatedly in your discussion speeches and debates. It's truly an inspiration, but by the same token, man, accounting is a financial instrument. I do not believe I've heard you speak very much to accounting. My engine's been warming up. I haven't started this rig up in months. Not months, but a while, and so I wanted to make sure it's right. It seems to be right. It sounds good. It's a beautiful thing. Way better than any regular car I had, this beast. So, accountability. I want to ask you, Ramaswamy, why is it that you seem to be wanting to hold politicians to account but speak very rarely about banking? And I find this curious in particular because of your endeavor with your Strive account to go against ESG. I think to be an opposite of something is like what I said yesterday. If you're in a war, no matter what, if you think you're right, you're wrong in a lot of ways. We need to fucking think about all the commons rather than just the very, very few that the people that perpetuate memes, messages, face cults into. I think if we're not thinking about the whole, we're not thinking about what really matters. I talk way too much. So Vivek, what I would like to do is ask you about accountability when it comes to money. Why is it that you're not speaking directly to what the central bank's problems of the world are? Patriot token is a fucking something I want to use to try and get every single transaction, every single fucking central bank makes onto a public ledger on-chain, immutable, and totally, completely, and utterly transparent. And here's one of my mother's stories. Yesterday probably was a more relevant story insofar as my tax audit and how that is a reason why we need it, you know. But here's another story that I had that's I had personal relations with finance in regards to how fucking scummy and criminal and corrupt our banking institutions truly are. I bank at a local bank, Mission Federal Credit Union. Back when First Republic and Silvergate, all these banks were going under because of crypto. My ass, they were going under because they bought mortgage-backed securities. The Federal Reserve fucked all of us over with. That's why the banks went down. And the reason I fucking went to my bank to ask about it, because I got a curious email that said, don't worry about us. We're fine because we have access to the Fed's emergency lending facility. My fucking local credit union has access to the Federal Reserve's emergency lending facility. And that's my fucking money, nigger! That's my fucking money! Why the hell are you doing that to me without telling me about it? You know, and making me supposedly feel safe because some fucking nameless Wizard of Oz behind the curtain is gonna print up more fucking fiat to save us? You fucking scumbag. So I called the bank and I got in touch with them, the highest admins I could speak to directly, Art, and he reassured me over and over. He was going to let me know how much of the bank's holdings are in mortgage-backed securities. Real quickly, guys, if you're not familiar with what they were the means by which they bailed out the entire fucking world with the Federal Reserve back in 2008. They created these fucking bonds, securities, where they took all that toxic debt from all the home lending that they gave to people that didn't deserve it, and they put it in these mortgage-backed securities and set them at a fucking really low interest rate. And it was the only thing banks could buy to make any money. It was something that paid. And so all the banks around the fucking country bought these mortgage-backed securities, which were long dated. And now they fucking raising interest rates while they're holding our money at a fucking low interest rate. So what is everybody doing? Everybody's running to get the higher interest rates that the Fed is giving right now, bleeding the banks fucked. That's what happened. They fucked us over. The Federal Reserve fucked us over, and now the Federal Reserve's gonna bail us out? Fuck you! So I went to my bank and I said, hey, I need to know, like, what percentage of the holdings are in mortgage-backed securities? You know, after fucking a few other fucking dialogues in order to get this guy to actually fucking endeavor to deal with me. And we had multiple conversations over a fucking 3-week period. Finally, he got to his boss. Because I kept asking that specific question and he kept evading it with all these other fucking bullshit answers as far as the bank's balance sheet and ledger. So when he got to his higher up boss, he told me explicitly what percentage of my bank's holding at Mission Federal Credit Union is in mortgage-backed security? You know what percentage it is? It's none of my fucking business. That's what fucking my bank told me about my money and everybody else's money in that institution. That it's none of our fucking business what they do with our money. Fuck you. These people literally, again, they're thinking you're fucking, it's not deep enough. That's what they believe you're saying to them. And that's how they fucking treat you. Vivek, what are you gonna do about that? Are you gonna fucking come up with some means by which to hold them accountable where we can audit them and we can see exactly what they're doing with our money? I mean, it is our money. I don't fucking believe anybody was stupid enough not to believe that the bonds that the Fed is fucking giving money out to is backed up with the GDP. Everything we're doing, taxes are what back up, what collateralize all this fucking debt. You know, and with the way the debt is and how insurmountable it is as the obligations are concerned, there's no way out of this without hyperinflation or totally destroying our dollars. Then it's an inevitability. Yet all the crypto space, all the stocks, everything in the world is based on dollars. It's a big fat fucking Ponzi. And why the hell, being such a brainiac, Vivek, why do you fucking want to speak to gender and equality and fucking, you know, the idea that you're hitting most of the marks, brother. But this is one, when it comes to you speaking to accountability, you lose me. I need you to fucking try and get me and people like me back. Patriot token, motherfuckers. We need to put every single central bank's ledger transaction on chain in an immutable and transparent way where anybody in the world can see exactly what they're doing with our money. It ain't theirs. Stop fucking believing the fucking psychosis that these motherfuckers perpetuate, because as long as they fucking can, they'll keep eating your babies.